Welcome. In front of me I have Xiaomi Redmi Note 10, and today I'll show you a couple of the tricks that you can make with your camera. So let's open our camera, and at the first we are going to start from the settings. So to enter the settings you have to tap on the three lines in the right upper corner and then simply go right here for the settings. So when you are here we got the first interesting option. There is the watermark. So if you are taking a lot of photos and you are posted in the internet and you don't want to that someone can steal it, you can add your watermark. So we can add the timestamp on the photos. You can also add the device watermark, and you can also customize it. So for example, if you are Dave, for example, and you take photo, you can type Dave photo, click save, and after that when you take a photo, just make it like that and you go for the gallery, the watermark will be appears right here. So on the right you will get the timestamp, and here it will be our device Redmi Note 10 and our mark, the day photo. Let's go back to the settings. And another one, if you want to improve the picture quality, you can go here and then pick it on the highest quality. So right now your photo will look definitely better. Here we can also find the volumes button functions. Is very cool. Here we got currently set the shutter, but we can change it for the zoom, for example. So if you don't want to zoom like that with your fingers, you can zoom by using your volume button. So just like that, take a look. When you press it, we can easily zoom like that. And to be honest, the zoom in the smartphone looks really cool. When you press the volume down button, it will be zoom out. And I'm honestly surprised of the quality of the zoom in the smartphone. As you can see, everything is sharp, even when we zoom on the 10 times. So the zoom on the smartphone looks really great. I mean, they're really good. Okay, and of course, let's go back for the settings another time, because here we can find, there we can find other options. There I'll show you the volume button function, and here we got also press and hold shutter button, so we can change it for the focus or burst shot. I think that the burst shot is the most interesting option, so take a look. When we go here and then when you make something like that, click and hold this shutter button. It will take 20 photos in less than 2 seconds, and after that when you go for our gallery, choose the photo and tap right here, you can check how it looks. So we can pick one of the photo or a couple of the photo, and it's very useful when you are taking photo when someone play on the football, for example, basketball or something like that. So you can keep all photos, you can only keep one selected. I will keep all of them. Okay, and just go back for the settings for the last time. I think when we scroll down we can also find the funny option, the shutter sound. So when you take a photo, you can hear this characteristical sound, right? You can change it. So you can go for the customize and then go for the sound. And here we got our default sound, the film, the default, retro, and the modern. I think that this one sounds cool, so let's leave it like that. And here we can also restore default settings, but I don't think that it's a very interesting option. So right now when you change the shutter sound, right now it sounds like that. Okay, when you want to get more modes, because as you can see here we got the photo, video, pro mode. If you don't know what is going on in the pro mode, there's one cool trick that you can tap right here, and here we got the example of everything that you can find in the pro mode. For example, the white balance, so focus, that we can actually focus both manually and automatically, and the greater focus value we select on the slider, the farther from the lens the in focus area will be, the shutter speed, the exposure compensation, ISO sensitivity, the lenses. And when you go on the right you can find more options. For example, the panorama, I will show you how it looks. So I will take the panorama photo and I will show you how it looks. So you have to tap on the shutter button and then just simply move like that on the right. And then press it another time and just take a look what we get here. It's a very wide photo. You cannot get it when you simply make it with wide lens or ultra wide. So we have to simply tap here like that, and then simply you have to move your phone. Of course you have to do it slowly, then tap it another time, and as you can see, here we got the panorama photo. And when we are here on the more, we can also find the 48 megapixel photo. So if you want to get the better quality of your photo, you have to turn on this mode. I will show you how it looks. So let me just take a photo with the 48 megapixel. Okay, the photo was taken, and right now when I turn it off and take another photo, I'll show you the difference. So here we got the photo with normal mode. As you can see, it's still sharp, it looks like that. Not that bad, right? But just take a look how it will be looks when we use the 48. Definitely we can zoom closer and you can see more details on the photo. So it's very useful to use this 48 megapixel when you are making something like macro photos or something like that. And here we can find also the Google lenses, which is a very cool feature. So if you want to find something that is around you, for example, I would like to get the OnePlus Buds. So we have to simply put this object like that and then press the shutter button. And after a few moments, when you open it, you will find it on the internet, on your browser, so we can easily find the product that you are looking for. And that's everything. I hope that you will find useful this video. I hope that I help you. And that's it. So if you find this video helpful, remember to like, comment and subscribe to our channel.